Okay, hi everyone. I want to welcome you to a new video from runhorse.com Sports. Going to present a video about casinos, one of my favorite topics here, and the name of the video is 11 things you should never do in a casino. Never do these 11 things. Here they are. Number 1, don't be greedy. If you win a few $100s, you should be happy. You can always come back another day. That is very, very well said. You should never be greedy in a casino. Greed will kill you. If you're up a few $100s, if you started whatever your starting bankroll is, say you had 100 and you've doubled it or you've tripled it, or whatever amount you started with, say it was 20 and you've doubled it or tripled it, that's a pretty good day. You should be happy with that. And there's always tomorrow. You can come back another day. So don't be greedy. Take what they give you. Okay, number 2 thing you should never do in a casino. If you play the slots, don't lose all your money in one machine. And that is a common beginner mistake. Try to spread your money around to several machines. This will improve your chances of winning something. So a lot of people sit down at one machine and they play and they play and they play till there is none left. So if you go to the casino with, say, $100, that is a normal amount, something like that, I would try to play at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 machines, spread it around, and that will give you a chance to win something. And that's what it's all about, because if one machine is not paying, you're just going to keep giving money to that machine. So spread your money around a little bit, give yourself a better chance of winning something. Okay, number 3 thing not to do in a casino is never take advice from others. Don't take advice from other gamblers unless they're professionals or they really know what they're doing. You're going to have a lot of people, and it happens to me all the time when I'm playing. They say, do this, bet on that. Oh, you should bet this, you should bet that. And most of these people don't have any money. They've been losing and they want to tell you how to bet. So it's very, very strange. And a lot of them will say, oh, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that machine was going to hit. Oh, you should play this machine, it just hit. So don't take advice from others. Choose your own machine or your own bet. Go ahead and do that on your own, and you don't need someone else to tell you how to play your money. Okay, number 4 thing not to do in a casino is don't play games you're not familiar with or you don't know the rules for. And that's very, very important. A lot of people, they'll see a flashy new game and they'll step up and they'll think, wow, this looks like fun. I'll just go ahead and start playing, and they don't know the rules and they make mistakes and they give even a higher advantage to the casino. Make sure the game you're playing you have some kind of knowledge of, at least a basic knowledge of how the game works. And if you're not sure, you can always ask the dealer, or you can sit back and watch for a while, and that is the best thing to do. Watch the game before you play so you don't end up giving the casino easy money. Okay, number 5 thing to never do in a casino is don't rely on betting systems. I cannot stress this enough. Some of these people, they actually even try to sell you a system in Las Vegas. It's common. Now there's systems all over the internet. Do this, do that, play this way. Learn the strategy for a game, but systems don't work. If they worked, whoever created that system would be rich by now, because they would just follow that system and they would keep on winning. And it doesn't work like that. There's systems like the martingale, which is the worst system there is, which just says, okay, just keep doubling your bet because eventually it has to come out. Well, the casinos have figured out that trick. They know how to stop that, because at a certain point, you can't double anymore. So if you were betting 10 and then 20 and then 40 and then 80 and got up to a ridiculous amount where it came red so many times in a row, you kept betting black, there's a limit. There's maybe a $500 limit or $1,000 on a table. So that's the most you can bet. So beside that, to try to win your original 20 back, it's just crazy. I've got some other videos where I talk about that if you want to learn more about it. But in general, just stay away from those systems. They don't work. And the best thing you can do to win money is to be lucky in a casino. Okay, number 6, don't do in a casino is don't take photos or video. They're not allowed in most casinos. Ask for permission if you are unsure. So before you start pulling out your camera and taking selfies or taking photos of the casino, you're normally going to be stopped and security is going to come over and ask you what you're doing, or you cannot take those photos, and a lot of times they will tell you to delete them. So generally it is not permitted to take photos or video. Now, if you get a big hit on the slot machine, you pull out your camera for a quick snap, it's possible you could get away with that, but generally it's not allowed in the casino, and especially taking photos or video of the tables or the gaming or anything like that, or any other person in the casino, is strictly prohibited. So don't do that and don't get yourself in trouble. A lot of people don't know that. Number 7, don't in a casino is don't be afraid to ask staff for help or advice. They are there to help you. And of course that is true. If you're unsure of how to play a game or how to do something, or how to withdraw money, or how to cash in, or what these chips are worth, or whatever. There's a lot of things that you may not know in a casino, how it operates, and that's what the staff is there for, to help you. So do not be afraid to ask for help. And a lot of times on the casino floor, especially on the slot machines, there's some things you don't know about a machine, or you don't know how the ticket works, or you don't know how your card works, player's card, anything like that. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes I have to ask for help myself in a new casino and I'm not sure what to do. The rules can actually vary from casino to casino, or the protocol. So ask the dealer for help, and that can be in a game as well. If you're not sure how to play the game, you can always ask the dealer for some help. And sometimes they have a little booklet or a card or something that explains the game. Or if they're not busy, they can actually explain the game to you. Okay, number 8 thing not to do in a casino is don't bet more than you can afford. Do not do that, please. Don't bring large sums of cash with you, and don't use ATM cards. Wow, that is a pet peeve of mine. When you go into a casino, please only bring what you are planning on losing. So if you just sold a house, you just sold a car, something like that, and you're near a casino, go to the bank first, deposit the majority of that money, and keep a little bit to play around with that you feel comfortable losing. Especially keep those ATM cards at home, because the worst thing you can do in a casino is to chase your losses. And I've seen it get very, very ugly for people when they've lost 100 and then 500 and then 1,000 and trying to get that money back. And it's not a pretty picture, and it can happen very, very easily. So don't do that. And I've actually seen people where they've sold something expensive like a ring or a car, and they went to the casino and they ended up losing everything, and it's so sad to see. Please don't do that. Leave your bank cards at home. Don't bring a large sum of cash. Just bring what you can afford to play with, to entertain yourself. Okay, number 9, don't do in a casino is don't walk around with huge betting vouchers or cash out tickets from the machines. They can easily be lost or misplaced, and yeah, you got to be careful with those. I would recommend on cashing them in when you have over a few $100s. So if you've been lucky enough to hit something on a slot machine and you've gone ahead and cashed out that ticket, now everything is cashless. There's no money coming out of those machines now. There's no coins. So you're just going to get a ticket, and you might have a ticket for $700-800, let's say, and you're very, very happy. But you got to be very, very careful with that ticket, because maybe you're playing another machine. You can go ahead and easily do that, and then you might forget to cash out on that machine and walk away, and somebody else cashes out on your money. Or worse yet, you're walking around with that ticket, and sometimes you have a couple tickets because you have different amount tickets. I've had 3 or 4, and I've ended up losing a ticket, and wow, that really is painful if it's an expensive ticket. So if you win a good amount on the machine and you cash out, I would recommend taking that ticket, cashing in the money, and then getting yourself a small voucher to play with, maybe 50 or 100, and play off of that instead of that large sum where you could lose it, and that would be a shame, or leave it in a machine. So that's my advice to you. Don't ever do that. Number 10 thing to never do in a casino is do not drink too much. I cannot stress that enough, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to cloud your judgment and cause you to lose more money than you planned. And there's a reason why casinos give you free drinks or discounted drinks, because they want you to drink. They want you to feel good, and they want you to lose track of everything. It becomes a fantasy world, and those chips are not really money, because that's why you use chips in a casino and not $100 bills, because you would feel those $100 bills being lost. But since it's only a chip, doesn't mean much. So make sure that you do not drink too much. Don't get drunk. That is a bad thing. I've seen people get drunk and lose a lot of money they weren't planning on, and then the next day they woke up with two things: a headache, a hangover, and an empty wallet. So please try not to drink too much at the casino. And the last thing, number 11, never to do in a casino is never or don't expect to make a living at a casino or at gambling in general. Gambling is for fun and should be treated as such. So, casino is a night out. Just like you're going to the club, you have a chance to actually get something back. So, go out, have a good time, and don't play too heavy.